I wasn't going to say anything.
Well, even though you aren't, the thing that I loved about it was that you were literally weighting, W-E-I-G-H-T, the hind leg, right? Albeit the wrong one. But that's the hard part. You were doing the hard part.
Because this is a great comedy series here.
You're still on the wrong diagonal, but you are weighting the left hind leg, which is better than weighting no hind leg. There you go.
I've got a virus. You're all right.
Look at you. Super nice. Super nice. This is you. You know what you're demonstrating really, really well is that the horse gives you the gait, and you just tap into the balance. And then when you tap in, once you tap into the balance, then you can improve it, right?
Yeah. Well, it's almost like at first he has to lead and then I start leading, right?
That is actually, yeah, that's the perfect way of putting it.
Well, what that does is let me just relax and worry about balance
Yeah.
and let him find what I want.
Yeah. Really, really good. And you know, in the very beginning, you'll notice in the video, he wasn't really super round. It could be said he wasn't round enough, but you had so much control over his back and his footfall that the observer only sees that as the horse moving proudly. You know what I mean? That he's on his own, that you're giving him maximum freedom, and yet you're shaping him a little bit, right? Bit by bit, you get more access to him.
Well, I would say that before I started working with you, I was worried about that. And by trying to make him too round, I would take too much backward contact. So by letting him go up to the bed
Uh-huh.
and then shaking him in a forward way, it gives me a much better result. Yeah?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It looks very, very nice. And when you start this way, of course, it, well, to look at it from a very sort of harsh point of view, this is where you can start training horses. You know what I mean? Before this, I don't know what, but now the world's your oyster in a way. You know, this is the hard part. And not that the basics don't improve and, you know, you'll get it better and better and you'll be able to do it, you know, more and more effectively and more efficiently. But then But when your horse is like this, you can train him from training level to Grand Prix. And in a way, every ride is like that, isn't it? Because you start out at training level, even with a top Grand Prix horse, training or first level balance, and then, especially with the horses though that are being bred nowadays, and I actually include both of your horses in that category because they're very exceptional, that you,
Good.
super nice, right?
Good.
And it's amazing that you can do that just by looking in the mirror and aligning his legs
Yeah.
so that he carries you.
And I can feel that his right hind is not wanting to do it, which is a huge advantage because normally I would have tapped a lot of the left. And that's not going to solve the problem.
No, it doesn't. It's part of the picture and not all the picture. Yeah, good for you. Good for you. Super. And I know I said this last week too, but you communicate verbally with your horses really well. Posting diagonal. You know what, maybe you're starting to do that based on, over the last several weeks, we've been doing counter shoulder 4,
Yeah.
and, yeah. Super good. So then maybe incorporate the canter.
And doing that roll-up canter with like your lucky outside leg, which is really helpful.
Okay, good.
Slow it in the other one. Not that it doesn't help the other one, but really helpful.
Right, unless you want the counter lead. Oh, you don't, into the corner there.
Yeah, I didn't, but it felt so good.
Yeah, that's fine.
See, I'm on the wrong
Yeah, I
lead,
mean,
wrong.
really, counter canter on the straight line is only psychological kind of thing. Lovely, lovely. The canter's better than it was last week. Yeah. That's what I love about coming once a week, is I can say, this is better than it was last week. Because otherwise, it's sort of like starting over all the time. You don't really know. This is really quite nice. I think you'll like it in the video. Yeah.